How to make donut, soft donut, Nigeria donut recipe. So let me show you how to make this soft donut with simple ingredients. I will start by adding 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of yeast. So this is what we'll be needing, and 200 ml of warm milk. So this is what we'll be needing to prove our yeast. So I'm going to stir this a little bit. So just to freely stir, it does not be perfectly, and leave it, let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes. So this is it after 5 minutes. Then I'm going to add 1 egg, room temperature, and 3 teaspoons of butter. So this is a melted butter. So mix this until everything look very creamy. Then go ahead and add quarter cup of sugar. So combine everything together. As you can see, it will look like this and it look very creamy. Then go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm using 2 teaspoons just to give it extra flavor. You can add any flavor of your choice, but I like vanilla extract a lot in my snacks. So I'm going to go ahead and add bread flour. I'm using bread flour for this. You can also use all-purpose flour. I'm using 3 cups and quarter cup of flour. Then I'm going to go ahead and add quarter teaspoon of salt. So this is my dry ingredients. Combine everything until you get there your donut dough. So this is how it's going to look. It will not look too watery, it will not look too sticky. Everything will come out perfect. This is how your dough should look like. In a surface, dust a flour. It can be all purpose, it can be bread flour. Just dust flour on the surface and add your donut dough on it. Let's work this for about 5 to 10 minutes and you get a perfect donut dough. This donut is very soft and is very perfect. With just these simple ingredients, you are going to get a perfect donut recipe, and it's going to be very soft and your donuts will be very fluffy. You are not going to get this your donut wrong. Just follow this tip and follow this recipe to the end to get your perfect homemade soft donut. So this is how I normally make my donut for my family, and I enjoy my homemade donut recipe. So this is it after working it for 10 minutes. I mean, the outcome is very lovely and very fluffy. How your donut dough should look like. So I'm going to cut the dough into 2 with my dough cutter. Then we'll start cutting our donut. You don't have to overwork it, but you don't have to let it to be too watery. So I'm going to put this in a separate bowl. Then we'll roll this with a rolling pin. It must not be too flat, it must not be too thick. Just you can use any round shape to cut your dough, but I have a donut cutter, so I'm going to use my donut cutter to cut this. So if you have that, please feel free to do that as well. Then cut your donut and leave it in a warm place for an hour to let your dough rise twice the size. So this is the process of making your donut. If you have question about your donut, please let me know in the comment section. I'm always here to give you tips about all my recipe and let you get the perfect donut. So I'm going to put my donut. This is it after an hour. It has risen twice the size. While frying your donut, be very careful with the temperature of your oil. It must not be too hot, it must not be too cold, but in a way that you can fry your donut. And you can say the oil is not like bubble, is not too hot. So flip it to the other side. Repeat all the process in your donut. So this is how the donut should look like, and this is the first batch. Please remember, when you are frying your donuts, give it a space. Don't overcrowd the pan when you are frying your donut. As you can see, I'm using like 4 5. So because my pan is very big, so I try to give it a lot of space where I fry my donut. Please remember to control your heat when you are frying your donuts. As you can see, it looks very golden color in nature. That shows that your donut is ready. So I'm going to put it in a baking rack to cool our donut and extract the excess oil. So this is how I look on the baking rack. You can coat your donut with anything. As you can see the ring of that donut in this donut. This donut is very fluffy and is very soft. This is how to make a donut, and this is how to make a soft Nigerian donut, and you are going to enjoy every taste of this donut recipe. Feel free to leave question in the comment section if you have a question, and please do not forget to share this recipe. Remember to like this video if you enjoy it. I hope to see you in my next recipe.